Hello everybody, Artisan Loom home, finally from my vacation. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, just in time for the 4th of July, which I had made this bracelet right here called Star Spangled back 48 weeks ago. And I'm going to attempt to do a tutorial for this one. I haven't made this since I made this one, so this was not a full wrap. I'm going to make a full wrap, or as close to a full wrap as I can get, which will be 2 loom lengths long. So I'm going to also use the medieval red like I have here, because this is kind of a true red, so there's not a whole lot of good rainbow loom reds out there. The truest one that I found would be the red jelly, but I wanted something with a little sheen to it, so we're going to use medieval red. And then I'm going to use Liberty Blue, which is going to be this. And then also going to use the Sweets, White Sweets. Okay, so this is a lovely 3-pin bar design. And it is set up in this configuration as if you took it right out of the box, and it is going to be 2 full loom lengths long. Okay, so now that I've got my colors, what I ended up doing, let me just show you this part too, is I took a 6/0 seed bead and I threaded a red one onto it and a blue one. Okay, and I figure, let me show you this picture again. This part where the gray is coming out, I'm going to do that in the white sweets. So I figured that's going to already be hanging out on the side, so I probably don't need to have a white bead put on, so I'm just going to alternate blue and red. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off here in the center, and we're going to go out to the left. Now, mind you, for this border, you don't need to have super stretchy bands, but I will tell you for the center you do, because it's going to be stretching along a whole bunch of pins. So your best bet is not to use an LE band. Your best bet is to use a jelly or a 600 count, because look, they stretch a whole lot and you're going to need that stretch. I'm not sure if the white sweets will have enough stretch. Probably not going to have enough stretch. So if you can, try to find yourself either a jelly blue or in the 600 count dual layer bands for that part. And I think you'll be all right, because I'm going to use the sweets for that where I had the gray. Okay, so center over to the left, over to the right, and then I'm going to do every other band. And I'm going to start off with a plain band, and then I'm going to do a beaded band. So I'll do the blue first, and then a plain band, and then do the red, and then a plain band, and then start back off with the blue. And I'm going to do this on both sides. So plain band, then the blue. Okay, I'm a little rusty, so forgive me. I've already messed up one tutorial. Oh, on my Starfire bracelet, I thought I hit record and I didn't watch it back because I was in a rush. I was getting ready to go on vacation and I completely dropped the ball. Didn't watch it back, assumed it was there, and that's what you get for assuming. So, okay, so then you're going to just do that all the way to the end of the loom, and then come in towards the center at the top. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm going to use what I thought was Liberty Blue, but it kept falling apart, so I'm going to just use my opaque navy blue, and hopefully these will not fall apart. So I'm going to start in the center, and I'm going to make like an arrowhead, sort of. Go up to the second peg. Another one. wasn't a very good one. Okay, so you're just going to do this all the way down the loom. It's kind of weird, but you get the gist of what we're trying to do. So go ahead and finish this all the way down the loom, and I'll meet you back. Okay, I wanted to mention, here's where one of them, second to the last one, ends right here, and then we start here and go up to there. Now, since this is just hanging out here, I need to make sure it gets to the border, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and do a small, press these down. All I'm going to do is just span it over these 3 pegs, just like that. Okay? That's all we're going to do, just like that. Alright. So we did that part. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take white sweets, and all we're going to do is start on this first peg and go to the center, and I'm just going to go up a few just to show you. You can do one side, or you can just do the whole thing in one step. I'm going to do all one side, and then I'm going to come back and do the other side, but you can do it in one step. You know, do your left to the center, center to the right, left to the center, center to the right, if you choose to. Okay? But because it seems easier for me, I'm going to do it that way. So I will meet you back here. Okay, so now that we have that part done, we can turn it around. And we can put a triple cap band right here on the middle peg. Okay, so now what we're going to do is these arrowhead things here. I'm going to go in through here and grab that. Okay, well, first of all, I remember when before I flipped it over, I had to span some over just these 4 pegs, because this was just going to hang out and it was going to fall apart. Well, that's what we're going to do first. So we're going to go in here, grab that top band, and all we're going to do is hold that cap band down and bring it forward 1. Okay, we only need to bring it 1. Okay, then we're going to go back into this cap band. This is the only one that's going to look like this, and we're going to go up twice. Okay, because it needs to go back to where the point is. I'm going to go in here, grab that band, stretch it out, bring it forward twice, or 2 pegs, come in here, pull it out, go over the 2 pegs, and you're going to do this all the way up the loom. Just being careful you don't snap the bands. So I will meet you back here. Okay. So, I know I'm rusty because I actually didn't have to do that on, span over them 4 pegs on the other side. I meant to do it on this side. Oh, because this band is just hanging out there, and if we don't get this point over to a border, then it's going to fall apart. So I'm going to go in through all these bands underneath this peg, grab the band, put it on my hook. Okay, then bring it up through and place it on the peg. Okay, and then twirl it to where it falls down the center, or down to the bottom. And then I'm going to lift up on this and put it on that peg. See how it's spanning over there? I'm going to put the white peg back on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under both of these bands, both these blue ones, and I'm going to grab it right here. See how I'm grabbing it? And what I'm going to do, well, actually, never mind, that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to go up underneath these 2. I'm going to go just right in here and grab this band and just place it on top of that hook, or the peg. You can tell I just drove 8 hours back. Actually, it turned out to be 10. And then now I've been trying to get this bracelet done, and it's not going well for me, so I apologize. So now we've got it from here to here to here. Now we need to span it over to here. So what I'll do is I'll just take this white band off, go up underneath this pointed band, and grab it and place it on. Okay? Simple enough. Now it should be in the correct order. So now when we go in through this peg, you should be able to grab that last one and bring it forward. Okay? Now it all should be connected to the border and it shouldn't fall apart. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and grab these white bands. And we're going to grab the top band and we're just going to bring them back to themselves. Okay, grab this one, bring it back to themselves. Top one to the left, next to the right, top one to the left, next one to the right, and you're going to do that all the way down. Top one to the left, next one to the right, top one to the left, next one to the right. Okay, so finish that part all the way down. Okay, we have that part done all the way down the loom. Now that's all that's left is the border. So you're going to go in through this peg, go to the left, go in through the center again, go to the right, and now all we're going to do is just go up on the left all the way down, and then bring it to the center at the top. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on this side till it meets up with the center at the top. Like that. This side first, then this side. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, let you finish this up, and then I will be back. Okay. So, got it done. So, if you look on the side, it's not going to fall apart. So, basically what we're going to do is we're going to take it off. Now, these blue bands are stretched pretty thin, I'm afraid, because I tried it with the Liberty blue bands and they kept snapping. At the end, once I had everything the way it was, for some reason they just went pow, 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 like, well, firecrackers. And just snapped all my bands, so I've had to redo it a few times. So I'm using opaque. So hopefully these will work. I'm going to take it off very carefully, singly. Oh, my cat missed me. Oh, the kitty. Okay. All right. I've got to take this off the loom. So I'm going to take this off the loom, peg by peg. Whoa! He just... My cat did not get it over. Hey. Okay, get down. He missed me. I'm telling you. Get off my table. Okay. So I'm going to take it off each peg, and then I will meet you back here to show you what mine looks like, and hopefully it turns out halfway decent. Okay, I just took it off the loom, so I'm going to stretch it all the way down, and then I'm going to fix my bands. Now I should have these white bands should be poking out the edges, you know, like that, and on the other side too, hopefully, although I don't know which side pokes out or whatever. I've got to poke these out, and I'm going to go through and fix my bands, and then I'm going to push the beads down towards the center, just like that, and I'm going to do that all the way down the loom. My cat got on here, and now I've got cat hair everywhere. Twist the band. Move the bead towards the center. Get these just right towards the center. And that's basically what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do that all the way down the loom. So I will clean this up, come back and show you what mine looks like. It looks a little scraggly right there. So we're going to fix this up and I'll show you what mine looks like. Okay, so I went through and I cleaned it up, moved the beads where they needed to be, fixed the center. Now let me show you. See, there's the inside. If you don't put these beads on it, this will be a lot more fluffy, but I put the beads on it just to try something new. And then of course these are just flared out on the side, but I went ahead and put this eagle's head in the center, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Turned out good. Turned out better than what I thought before I moved all the bands and got them straight. So this is the Star Spangled bracelet, my original design from 48 weeks ago, and hope you decide to do one. And if you do, please tag and hashtag your renditions. Okay, until the next time. Bye.